I desperately need help from somebody, preferably someone who's trained in family law. My brother and basically what he's done today, and he's done this on dozens of other occasions, when I go in, the motion sensor ring cameras are triggered. He rang my dad 5 times demanding I leave. Now my dad clearly felt the coercion, you could see it in his face, he was so distressed, but I stood my ground. I then bounced 2 cameras off and managed to get the phone off the hook after about 5 tries. For some reason you can't just disconnect the phone, which I tried once because I wanted to stop the phone calls coming in. The phone calls were distressing my dad, and it's coercion by my brother, Mark Julian Speed, date of birth 25/4/61. He's a scumbag. He's an utter demon, but this is what Roman Catholicism does to you. Now, then what happened was my dad was the star of the show because finally my brother called the police again. Now, this time I had a very pleasant conversation with the police. As Wendell said, you shouldn't be rude to police. I can be very rude to police, but on this occasion I told them the situation. And when the second copper came out, I mean, it was on their cameras. I'm going to ask for this on Freedom of Information. I said to the police officer, can I give you a hug? That's not very usual from me, because my dad clearly told the police that everything was okay. But what my brother is doing is coercing my dad by phone calls and using the safety cameras that are in my dad's house for his own safety. Now, my dad is basically, I mean, if you think I'm crazy, meet my dad. My dad wants to stay in his own home. That's clearly his objective. But the problem is that he's got carers in. Now, I am telling him every day that that's £60 a day, £60 a day, and that's grieving him. Of course it would. I wouldn't want to be bloody spending 60 quid a day. And the problem now is that I've said to my dad, look, I can help you out. I can basically come and make sure you're okay. And that was the purpose of my visit this afternoon. Now, the problem then that happens is that my brother is coercing. Now, I've left 2 cameras on, 1 camera off. I'm just sick of this. They are using Orwellian tricks to basically stop me seeing my dad. I've already had long periods without seeing my poor dad. And my dad needs help. He needs someone to either go live with him, because everyone says, why don't you go and live with your dad, given the fact I'm homeless. Now, I'll also tell you what my brother is. His godmother was a Roman Catholic spinster by the name of Jackie Yeoman. And Jackie Yeoman left my brother £500,000. That's right, £500,000. And yet my brother knows that I'm in financial, legal, can't see my son, have been in prison. And when I told my brother that I was in prison, he didn't even bother checking on me. The only person who saved me was an Indian doctor. There's another video which I may release public. Now, with all this, my mood has basically has bounced up and down. There's a church up here that are supporting me-ish, and one person is really disappointed that I didn't go to NHS. Well, it's the National Horror Show. I really want some help on how to deal with this situation with my dad. I'm going to go to social services in the morning. My dad is being financially abused. They are using motion cameras and phone calls to basically browbeat my dad into not visiting, and I think I need to go to court to get an injunction on my own brother to stop calling when I'm actually visiting, because it's causing my dad distress. I need legal help, and I need legal help from someone who understands the court of protection and understands how to deal with this monster. He's already been on the phone to my dad, and I've caught this on audio, saying to my dad that he has complete control over his affairs, that he can do whatever he likes. And he said this to my own father. He's unbelievable. I just want to make sure that my dad is okay before he passes from this world. One of the things I want to make sure of is whether he knows the gospel, because the gospel is pretty clear. And I am done with my Roman Catholicism, done with it. I've been done with my Roman Catholicism for about 25 years now. Roman Catholicism is an evil, demonic thing. And like I say, my heart goes out to poor little old Bob. Getting arrested is not good. Have a good evening, everybody.